Have you ever thought about how our worst memories could actually shape our best futures? I know that might sound a bit strange. After all, when we go through something painful or embarrassing or tragic, our first instinct is to forget it, push it aside, or pretend it never happened. Who wants to remember pain? Sometimes, we think that a good future is built on nothing but hope, hard work, and dreams. But what if I told you that some of the most important lessons we learn in life come from our darkest moments? From the pain, mistakes, and bad memories we try to forget. A good future doesn't come without its shadows. It's the lessons we learn from those tough times, the courage we gain from failure, and the strength we build from the scars that truly shape who we are meant to become. But take a moment to think deeper. What if those hard moments, those difficult experiences that nearly broke you, are actually doing the opposite? What if they're not breaking you? What if they're building you? What if those painful memories you carry are actually a foundation for a better, stronger, more meaningful future? Today, I want us to explore something we don't talk about often. Why bad memories might be the stepping stones to a good future. Let's be real, life is not always easy. We've all faced challenges. We've all been hurt in ways we didn't see coming. Maybe it was betrayal from someone we trusted. Maybe it was failure in something we put our heart into. Maybe it was a deep loss, a disappointment, or even mistake we made ourselves that we just can't seem to forgive. And in those moments, it can feel like the pain will never end, like we're stuck in it, like it's pulling us backwards, not forwards. But what if we've been looking at it the wrong way? What if those painful memories are actually trying to teach us something? What if they're not meant to punish us, but to prepare us? Bad memories are not just about what happened. They're about how it made us feel and how it changed us. They can come from losing someone you loved, failing at something you really cared about, being rejected or judged unfairly, experiencing trauma or deep embarrassment, facing hardship or humiliation. And while we don't ask for these experiences, they come anyway. That's life. But how we respond to these moments, that's where our power lies. When we're hurting, it's hard to think clearly. We feel weak. We feel like we're falling behind. It's normal to want to forget, to wish it never happened. But in trying to bury our pain, we also bear the lessons it came to teach us. We carry shame instead of wisdom. We carry fear instead of growth. We carry bitterness instead of strength. And we ask ourselves, why did this happen to me? But maybe a better question is, what is this trying to teach me? Every storm passes. Every scar fades, but the strength you gain from surviving it, that stays with you forever. Your bad memories can teach you what truly matters, help you set stronger boundaries, push you to grow emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, make you more empathetic toward others, help you develop courage you didn't know you had. In other words, your worst moments might be preparing you for your best life. Has there ever been a moment in your life that felt like the end, but later you realized it was actually a new beginning? If you can relate to that, even a little, then you're already beginning to understand the power of bad memories. So, before we move forward, I want you to take a deep breath and think. What is one bad memory that still lingers in your heart? Don't run from it. Don't hate it. How did this shape me? What did I learn about myself because of this? Could this pain be part of my preparation for something greater? Because maybe, just maybe, a good future really does need some bad memories. Bad memories are those moments in our lives when something deeply painful or disappointing happened. They can come in many forms. It could be the loss of someone you love deeply, a parent, a friend, a sibling, a partner. That kind of loss leaves a space in your heart that words can't always reach. It could be failure, when you tried so hard for something, but it didn't work out. Maybe you studied for months, gave it your best, and still didn't succeed. That stings. It could be betrayal by someone you trusted with your secrets, your heart, or even your future. Or it could be a mistake you made yourself, one that still haunts you, and you wish you could go back and fix. Sometimes, these memories don't just hurt, they shape how we see ourselves. They make us question who we are, what we deserve, and whether we'll ever be okay again. And when we carry those memories, it can feel like they're a burden that holds us back. like we're stuck in a moment we can't escape from. But here's something gentle to think about. What if those very memories you wish never happened are quietly building something within you? When something bad happens in our lives, it doesn't just disappear. It lingers. It settles in our chest, in our thoughts, in the quiet moments before sleep. Sometimes, we don't even realize how much a single bad memory is affecting our daily life. It can cause fear, the fear of trying again, of trusting again, of dreaming again. It can cause self-doubt, the kind that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You always mess up." It can cause anger or shame, emotions that are hard to explain to others, so we carry them alone. Some people try to block out their bad memories completely. They bury them, avoid them, or pretend they never happened. Others replay them over and over, unable to let go. But both extremes can be heavy to carry, and neither of them truly bring healing. Yet, here's a shift in perspective. What if the emotional scar left behind by that memory isn't a sign of weakness, but a sign of survival? A scar means the wound tried to heal. It means you lived through it. It means you kept going, even if you didn't feel strong at the time. Sometimes, the strongest people you know are the ones who've been to the darkest pain. But they kept walking, even if they stumbled. You see, most people try to run from their bad memories. But the truth is, some of those memories carry your greatest lessons. They remind you of what you survived and who you're becoming. You don't have to be proud of everything that happened to you, but you can be proud of the person you're becoming because of those moments. Most of us have moments we'd rather erase from our lives. Moments filled with pain, heartbreak, disappointment, failure, or even shame. These memories sit in the corners of our minds like heavy furniture we never quite figure out how to move. But here's something powerful to consider. What if those very moments are the training ground for the future you're praying for? You see, pain has a strange way of building us from the inside out. When we experience difficult situations, be it losing someone we love, facing rejection, or failing at something we deeply care about, our first instinct is to question why. Why me? Why now? Why this? But over time, if we're willing to lean in rather than run away, we start to discover something quietly beautiful beneath the surface. We gain clarity. We develop grit. We learn wisdom. And we build strength. Not just the kind that shows on the outside, but the kind that makes us unshakable within. This is where purpose is born, not from perfect moments, but from painful ones. When you learn from your bad memories and refuse to let them define or destroy you, you become a stronger version of yourself. And this stronger version of you, more grounded, more understanding, more forgiving, more focused, is a one truly ready to walk into the future you desire. We often dream of a future that's smooth, bright, and full of joy. And that's a beautiful dream to hold on to. But the truth is, the road that leads there is rarely straight or painless. The good future you're longing for might not come from all the easy seasons in your life. It might actually come from the storms you survived. Would you be as wise if everything had gone your way? Would you be as compassionate if you never knew heartbreak? Would you be as disciplined if you never made mistakes? It's the messy, uncertain, and even unfair parts of life that stretch us, mature us, and prepare us to carry the weight of the good things ahead. So, don't despise your pain. Don't rush through your hard seasons. They might be the foundation for your best days. Do you believe the challenges you've faced so far have prepared you for the future you want? This is a big question. But if you really think about it, you may realize that your strength didn't come from success. It came from struggle. How might your future look different if you saw your past not as a series of setbacks, but as stepping stones? Would you walk with more confidence? Would you stop doubting your worth? Would you finally let go of regret and walk forward with purpose? The truth is, your future doesn't demand perfection from your past. It requires growth. And growth, more often than not, begins in the dirt, not on the mountaintop. So here's what I want you to remember. You are not broken because of your past. You are being rebuilt. You are not weak because you cried. You are healing. You are not behind in life. You are becoming. And as you become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate through what you've endured, you're quietly preparing yourself for a future far greater than you even imagined. Don't run from your pain. Let it shape you. Let it teach you, let it guide you, and above all, let it prepare you for the life you're meant to live. Sometimes, it's the pain of the past that shapes the strength of our future. The lessons we learn in our darkest moments often guide us toward the brightest paths. If you're carrying bad memories, just remember they might be the reason your tomorrow shines. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful,